Hello, hello. It's a short video tonight, but I hope an enjoyable one. You saw my plan, my evil plan to put this piece that I made last time into the lathe. Well, I welded it together down the middle there, into the lathe, swing it around a boring bar, like this. So that's what I've done. It took a bit of setting up and a bit of checking, but it is working. And I think, okay, the surface wasn't perfectly level, so the fact that it hasn't cut evenly across doesn't mean anything. I think I've got it reasonably well centered. I've got to take a few cuts before I can get the radius as required. I've just got to get some room. I'll show you a little bit of that later. That's kind of how it works. You'll be careful with this kind of setup. You really got to make sure, I've done this already off camera, really got to make sure that you've got clearance everywhere, like I just didn't. Let's probably chip that insert. No, go away with it. We're okay there. We'll just take some cuts. I've got to find my safety glasses first. Kind of see how that's working there. It doesn't complain too much. It'll get me out of trouble. I've had a few cuts out of that. It's beginning to look the part. It's not a great finish. I did chip that insert. I can't see it, but I can just feel it on the edge there. So I'll flip that around in a minute. Now what I've got to do now that it's cleaned up, is stop half an inch short of the end, because I've got to remember it's got a taper down here. So I'm just going to cut it to the final dimension, stopping half an inch short, and then just turn this taper as if I was doing a normal taper inside a bore. And hopefully that will work. Okay, now here's what's happening. I'm actually at the required radius now. This is a good fit in here. But I haven't got this dimension correct yet. So I can't keep taking the tool out, because that will increase the radius exactly as if I'm boring out a cylinder. So what I'm going to do is adjust the chuck now, keep the tool in the same position, and adjust the chuck jaws to move this towards the centre, so that I will get the correct dimension here on this radius. And I'll back off the tool, check carefully that it doesn't get caught on the back as it rotates. That was my problem initially, and continue with some cuts here until I reach this thickness here for the anvil part. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, that's what I've done. Just checking really carefully for clearance everywhere. It's looking okay. It's always difficult when you can't see effectively 7/8 of the cylinder that you're boring and what it might catch on. But you've got to remember now to set my travel dial 1/2 inch back from the end there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 500. I've got some spare lengths there. We'll go 520. Zero that dial. Now I'm going to be stopping here from now on. Continue cutting until I get a dimension here, and I'll just put this little taper here, just the same as I would any other taper, using the compound slide. Okay, so another cut. To the taper now. It's getting hard to see. I've just started turning this taper here. I've got my compound on 6 degrees. Just skew the tool post straight again, with the axis of the lathe, and use the compound slide, cross slide, compound slide, just to do the final bit of machining. See how that goes. Right, that is looking a bit scruffy, but it's done the job, and what I'm really hoping is, stop turning, that this part is going to fit. Oh sweet, look at that. Success on a minor level, I think. That part is going to fit nicely into there. After a little bit of cleaning up and a bit more machining, we will see what we've got. Thank you very much for watching, everybody, and the people who've subscribed. It's nice to have some subscribers, incentive to keep going, and well, this is not I guess the way that a lot of people would tackle this job, especially if you had some more kit and some more expertise. But it's just one way. There's many ways to skin a cat, and you know, I've got a lathe and a plasma cutter and grinder and bits and pieces, and we will see how it turns out. I hope it's of interest to somebody. Anyway, enjoy.